Hey guys, Dr. Christy Ennis. Now there is nothing wrong with exercising those pecs and those quads, right? Those are always good to do. But those muscles are not what help us get better posture. In fact, they tend to bring us forward. So the goal of today's video is to work all of this stuff along the backside to really help open us up. All right, for our first exercises today, we are going to use a handy dandy band. Hopefully you have somewhere that you can hook this band onto. I oftentimes will tell people to just tie a knot in their band and slam it right in the door. Just don't slam your finger, just the door. Unless you happen to have something sturdy like this that you can loop it around. So I'm going to back up just a touch. And we're going to add, always of course, that shoulder blade squeeze first. That's really important for any of these exercises. And engaging in those lower abs, so that little belly button pull in, and of course breathing. So the first one is going to be a row with a rotation. So you're squeezing and then it's pull back and row towards that same side. This actually activates things that are supporting our shoulder a little bit more. So opening up just a touch more in those muscles that need it. So here's 4, we'll do 10 on each side. 5. So make sure you row first and then rotate. 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. I'm going to switch to the other side, same idea, keeping that nice posture, row back and rotate. I know you can't see my arm as well, but pretend. There's 2. 3, 4. I don't have anything to anchor it to on the other side. 5, 6, 7. Try to keep this at chest height or a little bit lower. 8, 9. That way you'll be less tempted to shrug those shoulders. And there's 10. Awesome. Okay, next one, we're going to pull, again, keeping those shoulder blades together, we're going to pull straight down towards our waist, but at the same time, we're coming out at a little angle. Again, just that little extra oomph to get those stabilizing muscles working even harder. So it's pull back, and it's okay if it doesn't pull really far, okay? So there's 1, 2, don't let that shoulder come up. 3, 4, soft bend in those knees. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more on this side is 10. Good, other arm. You may notice one arm's a little bit harder than the other one. Usually it's our non-dominant one, which happens to be me on this side. There's 2. I'm left-handed all the way. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Abs are actually working too here at the same time. 8, 9, and one more is 10. And I'm going to let this band go and quickly jump out of frame to grab an easier band. There's my quick shuffle right there. All right, so for this one, you probably do want one that's a little bit less resistance. This one tends to be harder. Elbows in at your side, thumbs up. You're going to keep those elbows in. You're going to pull open and up at the same time, so you're making a W. So it's pull out and up without letting those elbows come away. Hopefully it looks like a W. Maybe a distorted one a little bit, but you get the idea. There's 3. I'll turn to the side a little bit. 4, really squeezing down and back. 5, other side. 6, 7, 8, 9, and there is 10. Yeah. All right, I am going to keep this band and I'm going to stand on it on this right foot to start. This one is definitely a little balance-y, so if you need to hang on to something, by all means, please do so. But I'm going to stand on this band. I'm going to bend that right knee just a little bit. I'm going to come into that single leg deadlift. Actually, I'll do this side first so you guys can see me. We're working that whole back of the body now with this one. So single leg deadlift. As I come into that deadlift, I'm actually gonna row back and then come right back up again. Add a little bit more challenge to it. You can even do a little leg lift on that opposite side at the same time. More balance, more glutes. So here's 3. Try not to hike that shoulder up. 4, 5, 6, and now we're getting cross stability 2, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to stay facing this way so you guys can see my arm a little bit better this time. Just know that the leg's doing the same thing, okay? The higher up you step on the band, obviously the more resistance you get too. So it's going into that single leg deadlift, using this right leg to do the work, and then, ooh, I don't have enough resistance. We'll start over, that doesn't count as 1. All right, here we go. So down, row, and I'm gonna do that little leg lift too. So there's 1, 2, 3, lots of things working here. 4, glutes, hamstrings, some of those shoulder stabilizers. 5, on both sides. 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more is 10. Yay, now we're going down onto the ground. All right, we are down on the ground. You're on the bed for this last part, and you don't need anything. You'll get nothing and you'll like it. Just kidding, but see if you know what movie that's from. So really make sure with this first exercise, or all of these exercises, that you're still thinking about keeping those abdominal muscles working and engaged. So step 1, put those heels together and those toes open. Arms are gonna come up like this, like little robot arms, and we're gonna dig those elbows into the ground as we lift that butt up. So now we're working the glutes and the lats at the same time to get some really good stability in here. And of course, still breathing. So there's 2. Extra little squeeze at the top. 3. Press those shoulder blades down 2 if you can. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8, 9, and one more of these. 10. Okay, I'm going to bring my toes back parallel. We're going to leave that left leg on the ground. Left arm and right leg are going to move for this one. So make sure you have your spine in its happy position too. So I am going to bring this knee up into a bent knee. And then the arm and the leg are going to straighten out without tilting. Now to add a little more challenge, I'm actually going to bring both of those out to the side and back in without tilting this opposite hip. Whew, this is a tough one. So if you need to, you just stay right here in this straight position, and you can skip this part until the first part feels good. But it's always good to have a little challenge. So here's 3, 4. Make sure you're not blooping your belly out either. 5, 6. The other thing is to try not to rotate that leg out. Try to keep it straight. 7, 8, 9. So all those deep abdominal muscles has to stabilize as we're moving the limbs around it. There's 10. And yes, you are working your quad a little bit, but you're working a lot of the other stuff. All right, knee up. I'm going to straighten out and come out to the side a little bit for 1, 2. I always hit this screen. 3, 4, 5. If you want more videos of me that you can't find in any other place, check out my locals page too. 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, I'm gonna flip onto my side. We're gonna go into a little side plank with a dip. Now you have a couple options here. A little easier is with those knees bent. That's kind of level 1. Level 2 is bottom knee bent, but top leg straight. And level 3 is both legs straight. I am gonna stick with bent knees today. Really trying to make sure you're in one nice straight line, squeezing those shoulder blades back, belly button pulled in, and we're gonna lift up just a little bit. You can always do this on the wall or a table also, but it's working that whole side of the body that really supports that pelvis. There's 2, 3, 4. Really concentrate on pressing from this side as opposed to the shoulder. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to switch to the other side. Again, really try to keep everything engaged here. Okay, same idea. Going to press up, and it's okay if you can't lift super duper high. Try not to let yourself just ka-thunk back down either, okay? There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more, 10. We have one more exercise to go. We're gonna go hands and knees, and you can still do this on the bed too. Helps if it's a firmer bed than a soft bed, certainly. So there's gonna be 2 parts to this. Let's get that position set first. Shoulders stacked over those wrists. You can always hold on to weights under here too if that bothers your wrists. We're gonna keep a bent knee. So the leg motion or the leg part is gonna be squeeze that glute and lift without arching that spine or rotating. And then the opposite arm is gonna go straight out. Now if that's too much, you stick with just the leg, okay? So here we go. Lifting on both sides, squeezing into those shoulder blades, making sure you're in a good position for your body. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Notice I'm not lifting my eye. Whew, no, I'm not. Notice I'm not lifting my arms super high here. All right, that's so I can still stabilize. Other side, and then we're done. So here we go, squeezing, lift, and raise for 1, 2, 3, whoopsies, I straightened my leg out, sorry. 4, lift and push towards the ceiling. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yay, you did it! Thank you so much for watching today. If you would like to support me as well as reduce some pain and get rid of the appearance of that cellulite, click the link below to order your own Derma Edge, a device that I created and patented when I was going through the middle of Lyme disease in a lot of pain and needed a way to work on my own body. So the shape of the Derma Edge allows you to get all body parts in a gentle way. We're getting that fluid moving in between the layers, which helps you move better, helps get rid of that pain, and decreases that bumpiness of the cellulite. So make sure to click the link below to order your own.